Hello everyone, welcome to the final part of Scalar. This time we're going to be doing the final boss, but first I want to go ahead and check out the gallery option here, because we do have that right now. And we have pretty much done everything we need to do to unlock everything in the gallery, so might as well. Not like I have any other choice, I don't have much of a other chance at using the gallery, so you might as well use it now. There's a lot to the gallery. There's a lot of pictures. A lot of them you have to unlock by being levels and collecting all the freaking crystal gems. And basically getting up to this point, 100%. Then you'll have all of the gallery. And then you can check out all the storyboards and the concept art and yada yada. And, well, the storyboards are alright. Artwork's pretty neat, to be honest. But, yeah, while it looks neat here, it doesn't look very neat in the game. It looks, in the game, it just looks like shit. Anyway, with, the storyboards and such, there is one thing. I'm still gonna spoil what happens in this part with these things, and I don't have much of a choice considering, I don't get a second chance in showing off the gallery, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, when it comes to the gallery, it's actually pretty neat, and that's all of the storyboards. Now it's time for some sketches. There's a lot of sketches. There's at least 2 pages of sketches. And the sketches are alright. You notice all the neat designs, different designs for all the enemies and the characters and such. It's actually kind of cool. But yeah, when it comes to this game, it's like, these designs are alright. I like them, but the way this game has gone, I don't care about any of the designs of anything. Not after all the shit we've been through. Not after all the one-off crap this game's been pulling and all the dumbass bullshit it's been throwing at us throughout this entire Let's Play. Like, while the gallery looks good, while all these drawings and artwork look really good, the game is just too fucking bad to enjoy it. Which is why we have this about 9-10 minutes of enjoying this gallery for as much as we can. Because afterwards, well, we're not going to be seeing this again. Because we'll have the final boss, which, I'll be honest, it's pretty easy once you know what exactly the trick to it is. I'm not kidding. This final boss is one of the easiest bosses in the game. The only thing that makes him hard is trying to figure out what exactly this boss's gimmick is. And its gimmick involves an ability we've only been using to get crystal gems. When it comes to fighting, we never use it because it's like, it's worthless in fights. It really is worthless in fights. All it does is just stun motherfuckers. However, in this boss fight, it'll actually hurt him. So that's something. Anyway, here's all the facial features of all the characters, including our main villain right there. So that's nice. And that is it for all the sketches. Now it's time for Bobby and Scalar. These are pretty much all the designs of Bobby and Scalar. Now, Bobby we've only seen in the opening cutscene. He never appears again, because he transforms into Scalar. And there's a lot of designs for Scalar. It's not a big surprise, but there's a lot of thought that went into the design of Scalar, and even Bobby as well. As you can see, there are a few designs of Bobby too, which, it could have been interesting to see more of Bobby, but Of course, Scalar is the most important character, so we have to keep him as a lizard form. And holy crap, is there a lot of freaking Scalars in this gallery. There's even a Vexish kind of Scalar right there in the top right. Like, I like that design a lot, but still. And there's even some forms in this picture right here that would have been nice to have in the game, like this giant guy right here. He could have been like able to smash boulders and such. But of course, this game was not thought up very well. It wasn't made well. There was so many one-offs and stupid shit that is like... It's like they rushed it, basically. It's like they rushed the entire game just to get shit done. We could have had a lot of interesting stuff in this game. This game could have been good. I could have enjoyed it. But it was too boring. It was too stupid. And it had so many ideas, but never followed through with them. They just threw it in there to pique your fucking interest, and that's it. They never did anything else with it. They never furthered the fucking development of it. They never, like, made it a thing in the game. They made it a gimmick in one level only, and that's it. Then it's completely forgotten about. Two of the fucking transformations were this, a fucking gimmick. The flying ability and the swimming ability. Only used once, never again. A fucking gimmick from start to end. And I hate that. I hate that an ability I had to work my ass off for, in a fucking level where you have to get it, is only used once and never again. And there could have been, like, people in this. Like, you see, there's all sorts of Scalars. There could have been people in this game. There could have been all sorts of things in this game. But of course, never happened. There could have been so much more to this game. But it never happened. It never happened because the developers, they didn't even try hard enough, honestly. Maybe they were rushed. Like, I don't exactly know the full story behind Scalar's development and the team that made it, but this had to be rushed. This had to be like a rushed job of a fucking game, because if you look at all the concept art, there's a lot that could have been in the game that could have been really good and interesting, and yet, when you look at the game, from all the parts you've been through, all 10 of the parts you've gone through, there is like nothing. There is just one-offs and dumb shit. Nothing was fun, nothing was really challenging. Nothing was really worth our time. And that disappoints me. Nothing was really fleshed out. So, really, I'm disappointed in this game. And I'm sure many other people are. Many other people are probably disappointed at the fact this game could have been something, but when it came out, it was basically nothing. And nobody even cared about it. It became an unknown gem, basically. I wouldn't call it a gem, considering how bad this game is, but it became underrated. It became something that is now just an unknown game to people. A game that only a few people actually have ever played and owned. Everyone else doesn't even know this game exists. And honestly, that's how bad this game is. That's how bad this game has gone. But now the gallery is done, it's time for the final boss. It's time to end this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fight against Looger. So, let's enter the final boss area and begin the final boss of the game in Looger's Stronghold. Once you beat this, the game is over, and we'll get our ending. Will it be good? Probably not. But let me tell you this boss battle is going to be complete and utter shit. No joke.
That's it. That's Looger's Stronghold. I'm sure he has the portal beacon in there. Once we have it, we'll be able to locate our portal. As we pass through, we'll zap back to being human.
Well, let's get this over with. Anything's better than this stinking place. Either we get smashed into cosmic dust, or we go back to being ourselves, Dad.
Thank you for gathering up all of my eggs, Scalar. I can complete their mutation process here and now.
Over my dead body, Looger.
I couldn't have said it better.
And now begins the final boss of the game. I'll probably die at least once because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do here, because it doesn't make any sense when you first play it. Like, you're only just trying to figure out what to do here, which is what you really should be doing in every boss battle. You're not going to know everything in every boss battle. You're going to have to guess. But I'll tell you this right now. There are a few things. One, he never comes to the middle. You'd think he would, considering every boss we fight, usually we fight him with melee and such. You know, you fight claws and such. But this boss is the only boss that never does that. A gimmick. In fact, the only way you can fight him is with your special ability of your lightning attack. A gimmick. And not only that, but when you see these glowing pads appear, they are charging up your bar to use the special ability pad. Yes. In order to beat the final boss of the game, all you have to do is spam your special attack on him when you're close up to him. And you will hurt him. And not only that, but if you need to charge up, all you have to do is stand on a pad and charge. Because the game lets you charge pretty fast. Sure, it doesn't appear for long, and, you know, you're gonna have to go on more than one pad to actually charge it completely, but it's just... there's no challenge to this. There's nothing to this. It's a pathetic boss fight. And not only that, you can stand in one place and just keep spamming your ability. You don't even have to fight these guys. In fact, if you spam enough of these at once, you'll never have to go through the wave thing he throws at you. You never have to go through a lot of his phases. You can bypass all the way through half of his fucking first phase and second phase. You can go through the entirety of his first phase and his second phase and go through into his third phase immediately by just spamming your special ability 5 times if you have it full already from the get-go, which I do. Well, did. He'll do all sorts of attacks, you know, he'll start doing this laser thing, he'll start, you know, he'll keep doing this, he'll throw waves at you, he'll shoot lightning at you, but ultimately, there is nothing. So now I'm dead. And now he's got full health again, and I've lost all my charge. From death, I've lost all charge. So I have to grow it back. And I can get up to 1 by staying there. Eventually, though, the more I hit him, the faster that's going to go away. So I'm not going to have much time to actually grow my bar. So I have to make most of my time just charging. And yes, you have to be close to him. You can't just willy-nilly fucking electrocute from there. You have to be right close to him before you use it, or else you're not going to hit him. This boss is extremely easy once you know what exactly the gimmick is for this fight. If you don't know, you're probably going to die at least once trying to figure out what the fuck is even going on. What the fuck you're supposed to do. Do you jump over to him and smack him in the face with claws? No, because you can't reach, you're not supposed to do that, and you'll die. So, you're supposed to actually use your special ability, something you probably never fucking use in the entire game, to attack him. You probably never used it at all outside of the metal shells. Because it's useless when it comes to fighting enemies and such. But now you have this special ability which makes it, like, super fucking... Like, you have the special upgrade that lets it become the ultimate attack of some shit. I'll tell you this right now, it's not. I mean, when you have this upgrade and a few of the other upgrades that makes it more damaging, Looger's health will go down a lot faster. If you don't have these upgrades, it'll take a shit ton of hits before he goes down. But outside of that, it's like there's no challenge to this. And not only that, but after you hit him about a few times, he's going to be basically attacking, like putting these fucking glow things right at the back. And you kind of have to stand on them, because stand on anything else, you will be electrocuted for. But here's the thing, you can stop him from attacking at all by getting up close and spamming your attack. You can completely go through an entire phase because of it. And yeah. Now is the time to just spam it. Now is the time to just use the fuck out of it. Because why would you not use the ability anymore? Why would you give up on the ability? You would definitely just spam the fuck out of it, of using the hell out of this ability to take care of this boss. Because the game wants you to. You have no choice outside of doing this, because it's the only way you can actually do any damage to this boss fight. And now you have this fucking phase, where he shoots all these balls of red evil energy bullshit, and it blocks at least 3 spots, including the front. Eventually it'll block a lot more, but basically the whole gimmick to this is that he's going to block shit, and if you touch it, you'll get damaged. So you have to find the spot that isn't blocked off, and then, you know, stand on it and charge up. I think this makes it a little harder to get through the game, you know, it makes it a little harder to, you know, charge up and fight this guy. It doesn't. It doesn't. Take your time, you'll make it through. This whole freaking boss fight is just taking your time. That's it. There's nothing else to it. And now you have this. This is the final enemy of the game. This giant fucker right here. A mutant cocoon enemy. Only appears in this boss fight. And it's basically a mini-boss inside of a boss fight. Why? Why the fuck? You don't fight Looger anymore once you get to this boss fight. You're fighting this guy until he's dead before you can actually continue fighting Looger. And that's dumb. That is utterly fucking stupid. You think this would be a genius idea to have a mini-boss inside of a boss fight? No. No, not this way, because this is all he does. This is all he fucking does, and then you kill him. And then he just keeps at his attack, and eventually you'll win. Because that's how easy this boss fight is. It's shit. It's not over yet, though. He still has one more fucking sleep up his fucking tricks and all that bullshit. He'll start trying to attack you, coming up close and doing this shit on you. You run away. You run away and try to get on a pad, and you charge up. And then you keep charging up. And then eventually, you will be able to attack him. 4 hits on him kills him. He is that weak now. And yeah, this is the rest of the boss. You think this is hard? You think this is difficult? Fuck you, this isn't. This is pissy as a goddamn hard boss. This makes Looger a wuss. But the best part is, his little attack here activates the glowing. It activates the chargers. Meaning all I have to do is make him fucking hit these, and I can charge up. However, I have to hit it a specific way so that when he hits it, I can charge up, because otherwise he's disappear way too soon and I won't be able to get them. And certain ones go away a lot faster than others. It's dumb. But after you hit him once, he starts doing this shit again. And guess what? It's back to these phases again. That could have been the most annoying part, having to find all of those. It could have made this go on much longer. But no, he goes back to his other phases and that's it. So, he doesn't come back down, he doesn't try to attack you anymore. He just keeps doing his little phase thing, and you can charge up like normal again. Charge up about 3 or 4 times, and then just end him. Just fucking end him. Seriously. Just a few more hits like this, and it's over. Like, there's nothing else to this. I charge myself up to full for no reason. There's no point for me to do that, because guess what? I don't need to. About 3 hits, and he's done. That's it for Looger, and that is it for this game, really. So, hope you enjoyed this boss fight, and hope you enjoyed Scalar. Time for the ending of the game, shall we?
I am the superpower! It is my destiny!
Bobby, are you all right?
Couldn't be better.
Where's Looger?
He's a guest in his own dungeon.
Good work! There's our way home! It's unstable, we'll have to hurry!
What are we waiting for?
Bobby! Catch!
Yeah! Oh. Dad? You gotta make it! You gotta make it through! Dad!
And because I got all the crystal gems, because I got the true ending. Here you go, guys. The true ending of this fucking piece of shit game.
You gotta make it! You gotta make it through! Dad!
Son, what's wrong?
Dad? But how did you get here?
I just walked downstairs and opened the basement door.
But this is Luger's house.
Luger? What are you talking about, Bobby? Dinner's almost ready. Come on, your mom's waiting. You know the rules. We always eat dinner together, as a family.
Where are the eggs? What's Dad doing here? And how is it that we live in this house, as a family?
In the blink of an eye, 2 alternate time planes can merge.
2 planes merged as I passed through the portal? That means Dad never got sucked into Luger's world, so Luger never got a hold of the beacon. That's why I don't have any of the eggs. Luger couldn't get here to steal them. Yes!
I am gonna miss Reppy. Then again, who knows what crazy new adventures are yet to come?
You never got a sequel, you dumb This game bombed. It fucking bombed. And I'm glad it did, because this game sucked. That Scalar, it was shit. It was absolute shit. Oh god, was it bad. So many ideas, only one-offs. A pretty mediocre story, a pretty shit ending. Fucking boring as hell. And they kept doing one-offs to try and, like, keep your interest, and it's just like, it didn't work. It really didn't. As a kid, I gave up halfway through this because I'd rather play anything else than this. But this time I forced myself to go through the entire game, and now I wish I didn't, because this game, I'm glad I never played for this as a kid. I'm glad I never actually beat this game as a kid, because holy shit, was this bad. I'm glad I gave up years ago. I'm glad I gave up years ago and just played any other game, because any other game was better than this that I had back then. Any other PS2 game that I had back in the old days was better than this shit. Who was playing fucking Crash Bandicoot, the fucking, what was it again? Wrath Against Cortex, something like that? I think it was that one. It was the 4th Crash game. Anyway, this was Scalar, and it was bad, and it never got a sequel, even though it was obviously wanting a sequel, and this game basically bombed. Barely anyone even remembers this. Barely anyone even knows this even exists. It was just a complete failure, really. And like, no wonder it was a failure, because there was so much that was a failure in this game. There was so much that was done wrong that, of course, it was going to bomb. Because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and I bet you anything they rushed this game all the way to the very end. Yeah, that's it for Scalar. That's it for this Let's Play. So, the next Let's Play, let's do a good 3D platformer game. Let's do a 3D platformer game that was actually decent and well remembered, and everyone loves it. It's not gonna be Crash, it's not gonna be Spyro. It's gonna be something you definitely do know and definitely do remember. Something that you, as a kid, probably played and probably had a lot of fun with and enjoyed a lot better than this fucking game. And that's it, that's Scalar. So next time I'll do that Let's Play. But for now, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the next Let's Play. Fuck Scalar. Scalar was absolute dog shit.